It is great to see all of you again at Wealthy Coins. Thanks to today's massive SHIB data dump, the Shiba Inu market has been booming. Although the Shiba Inu community is ecstatic about SHIB's January success, market anxiety is creeping back in as the month winds down, especially regarding the company's February results. The next FOMC meeting is likely to have the most impact on the portfolios of Shiba Inu owners. The impact of the FOMC meeting on Shiba Inu owners' portfolios can be better understood if their understanding of it is firm. One of the most interesting aspects of these meetings, which take place every 3 weeks, is the alteration of the federal funds rate. This is the interest rate that banks pay when they borrow money from the Federal Reserve. This video will go over the Shiba Inu bull run, which has been confirmed according to today's Shiba News. Give it a big thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to the channel to see our latest material. The video needs to begin immediately. To keep the economy in a steady state, the Federal Reserve uses the federal funds rate. A more favorable investment environment and easier access to capital are both result of a reduction in the interest rate. In contrast, investment and borrowing are both dampened by a higher rate. Throughout much of 2022, the federal funds rate was raised as part of the Federal Reserve's Fed efforts to combat inflation through quantitative tightening. Shiba Inu and the market both saw a favorable surge after the most recent FOMC meeting. This happened because, contrary to the announcement from last month, the Federal Reserve only increased interest rates by 50 basis points or 0.5%. In the eyes of the market, the Fed was signaling that it would be easing up on its aggressive rate hikes when it cut the FFR. Accompanying this were reports of the Fed's progress in combating inflation. January 31st and February 1st are the dates of the next FOMC meeting. Rumor has it that the Federal Reserve will hike the FFR by 25 basis points. Assuming this is true, it might boost optimism, which might put additional purchasing pressure on Shiba. If this holds, it will be able to surpass the price level of $0.01123 that we observed for the past several days. Investors in Shiba Inus should brace themselves for a price surge of up to 14% to the next Fibonacci resistance line in the event that a rally does occur. However, investors would be scared off, and the Shiba Inu market would see another sell-off if the rate hike was bigger than predicted. Assuming a 10% drop, it would approach or fall below its 200-day moving average. Sometimes market reactions occur before the FOMC minutes are even released. This, so the thinking goes, is due to the fact that the privileged know about the Fed's rate decision well before it's officially disclosed. Because of this, some market participants may have special access that gives them an advantage when responding. Interestingly, Shiba Inu's weighted mood index did exhibit a small rise throughout the previous 2 days. This may be a sign that market optimism is on the rise again. This doesn't prove that markets anticipate another spike, especially because expectations are already leaning towards a 25 basis point hike. The price volatility has been stable for the past few days, but it could jump again soon. Because the FOMC report could lead to more trading activity this week, this is the case. In a similar vein, exchange flows reveal this outcome. Exchange supplies have dropped significantly in recent days. Supply outside of exchanges, however, is the polar opposite. Even now, a bearish shift could happen. That is, unless the FOMC decides to hike rates by a larger margin than anticipated. After the official data is released, we should expect directional momentum to build. Those who trade or invest in SHIB will be able to profit in the short term from the following trend. Benzinga spent the better part of last week examining the future of many preferred equities held by investors. All markets rose this week, but the tech-heavy Nasdaq took the lead, carrying on the optimistic mood that started in 2023 on Wall Street. The S&P 500 concluded the week up 2.47%, the Nasdaq up 4.32%, and the Dow up 1.81%. The U.S. Department of Commerce said on Thursday that the U.S. gross domestic product grew 2.9% in the fourth quarter, above the 2.6% rise that analysts had forecasted. For December, the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index rose 5%, as revealed in Friday's data issued by the Bureau of Economic Analysis. Economists had predicted a gain of 5.5%, and this was a drop from November's 5.5% gain. Among meme cryptocurrencies, SHIB and Doge are the most well-known. The Shiba Inu project uses the Ethereum blockchain and its token, ESHIB, while Doge is a cryptocurrency that gained a large following after its 2013 creation as a joke. Because of their extreme volatility, both carry a significant degree of investment risk. As the first meme coin, Dogecoin has been around for quite some time. On multiple occasions, speculative investments have triggered massive rallies, only to be subsequently followed by sharp market drops. The Shiba Inu coin has been positioning itself as a rival and parody of Dogecoin since its inception in 2020. Due in large part to the project's early stages of development, Shiba Inu has seen a greater gain in value than Dogecoin throughout this time. This suggests that there is a high degree of risk involved, but also a great degree of potential gain. Like previous meme coins, Shiba Inu could crash and burn or see very modest price increases. The Shiba Inu currency of 2023 offers a greater potential reward than Dogecoin, but it also comes with a larger level of risk. Shiba Inu could be a safer alternative to Dogecoin than meme coins, which are notoriously risky. 3 words, Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. There are a couple of decentralized digital assets out there, and they both have something to do with dogs, as said by a senior official of Cyber Capital, an investment firm. According to Justin Bonds, the chief investment officer of the company, who tweeted this information to his followers, just 32 of the top 50 cryptocurrency assets, including Doge and SHIB, are technically decentralized. He elaborated by saying that, although decentralization is not a static concept, we may still answer yes or no. Something that holds water in principle might not hold water in practice. Although the new year got off to a fantastic start, Shiba Inu prices have now begun to fall. With a 60% spike in value since January 1st, the digital dog coin has carved out a new niche for Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu has amassed more tokens and used more smart contracts than any other top Ethereum whale, according to whale statistics. Many people have speculated about Shiba Inus since the release of the Shibarium beta. Shitoshiku-sama, the game's principal creator, has hinted that February 14th, Valentine's Day, would be the release date. After selling SHIB until December, whales have begun purchasing Shiba Inus again, thanks to the buzz over Shibarium. Among the top Ethereum whales, Shiba Inu has been the most purchased smart contract in the past 24 hours. The price of SHIB has climbed 2% in the last day, reaching a level of around 0.00111204. Shiba Inu still have a lot of room to grow in the coming months. Shibarium's debut will undoubtedly increase Shiba Inu's profile. There are a lot of things to look forward to with the new Layer 2 blockchain, including scalability, decreased transaction fees, and speedier transactions. On top of that, Shibarium might pave the way for the destruction of trillions of tokens. Cryptos, like any other product, follow the rules of supply and demand. If demand remains unchanged, and supply is significantly cut, the price of SHIB tokens will increase. According to Finbold, SHIB was the third most popular cryptocurrency last year, suggesting that people are still interested in it. The reason behind Binance's decision to remove the coin from certain listings remains unclear, though. The reason, according to some sources, is Shiba's lack of liquidity, but there are more serious issues for Binance, especially since